If you enjoy nature like I do and you want to be environmentally friendly, you may want to consider an electric vehicle, but most are pretty boring. Behind me is the exception, the BMW ActiveE. This is essentially a 1 Series electric car that you can lease for $4.99 a month. And it is the ultimate driving electric machine. Take away the goofy Tron graphics and you actually have a very respectable, legitimate electric vehicle with a range of about 100 miles. In order to achieve that 100-mile range, BMW had to make some modifications to the 1 Series. For example, the front fascia is designed to be more aerodynamic, and as you can see, the tires, they don't look as aggressive as the typical sporty 1 Series. There are other places where BMW had to lighten the vehicle in order to get that great range. The BMW ActiveE is indeed a rare vehicle. In fact, only 700 have been sold in the past 18 months since BMW launched the ActiveE, and it's only available in 4 states, as mentioned: New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and California. If it's an electric vehicle, it's going to have reduced space. The ActiveE is no exception. You could see where the battery pack goes, and the trunk space is very compromised, but that's expected for the ActiveE and every electric vehicle for that matter. Because it's an electric vehicle, you can see it accelerates very quickly. We got 0 to 60 times in just under 8 seconds. This is a lot of fun to drive. I can't believe I'm saying that because it's an electric vehicle, but this could be the future. And I think BMW is certainly on the right path. Granted, this thing looks like a science experiment, and in some ways it is. After all, BMW is only leasing them. They're making them in very limited supply. But if you are lucky enough to live in one of those 4 states and can actually lease one of these, I highly encourage it. So what differentiates the BMW ActiveE from other electric vehicles? Well, for one thing, it's a luxury car, so it feels premium. It drives very luxuriously and very sporty. It is a BMW, so it's the ultimate driving machine, and I certainly buy into that with this vehicle. It steers much more truer than a typical electric vehicle. But mechanically, one thing that's very different is a lot of electric vehicles and gasoline electric hybrids will have what they call a B mode or a brake mode, where you put it in that mode and it'll actually brake harder. All these vehicles use regenerative braking, but with the ActiveE, it's much more severe. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going 60 miles an hour. I'm going to let off the accelerator, not pushing the brake, and you can see this will actually come to a complete stop without using the brake. That's pretty impressive, and that really helps to regenerate the batteries, and a big part of why BMW is able to get that 100-mile range.